Time to talk to everyone. Ryle? I apologize for not informing you earlier of Erenwheel's involvement. He was something of a contingency plan. Thank goodness we had him and his fellow gleaners to hand, though. It would have been monstrously difficult to locate Sid and transport the Hench delegation here otherwise. Ahem! My throat hurts from directing so many people to Labyrinthos, but that only proves we got our money's worth! The time has come to claim our prize. Are you prepared? I don't know. Lee sent a letter along with the Gridania's contribution. It seems she traveled there to aid in their adamantite recovery. Evidently, journeying to Gridania was quite a trial, as was getting into the Dolomite Shard, as was reaching its depths. I suspect she will have few kind words to say about the elegance when next we meet. Unaided, we Scions could never have gathered such a bounty, refined adamantite, relics sacred and ancient alike. I find myself quite overcome. If I never see another crate again, it will be too soon. I cannot wait to see what our friends from the Iron Works do with the ship. I had no idea how massive a weight it was until he lifted it off my shoulders. But more importantly, his words were an affirmation that the path we walk is the right one. A part of me might have been satisfied so long as my family and friends survived the final days. But to save the star is what we all want most. And if those same people believe that I can help see it done, who am I to say otherwise? Come what may, I will fight for this world of ours until the very end. We have finally managed to clear the harbor, which means the rest is in the engineer's capable hands. Meanwhile, Father has issued to us an invitation. As was agreed, he will reveal the means by which Hydaelyn may be contacted. We are to meet him at Aporia when we are ready. Given the vital knowledge he holds, I suggest we leave without delay. It transpires, however, that the forum's method for speaking with her is not without risks. I'm curious to hear what those might entail, but regardless, be warned. Most of those who arrived with the adamantite have offered to stay and see to any remaining tasks that need doing. The forum has already asked for my assistance in overseeing the process, so you needn't worry about a thing. Okay. Thank you, Totaro. We are off to Aporia then. Alia, I have already shown the others inside. You'll want to speak with Clary Lane. She has the key to the lift and can send you down after me. Okay, so we are about to open up this part. Fortunal. From here we proceed to the heart of Labyrinthos and its most closely guarded secret, Thomazane. It marks the beginning and end of our efforts. Whence we doubt to seek audience with the star, and whence we will embark on our journey to the heavens. This way, if you please.
Whoa.
Oh!
Hello, Enterprise.
Whoa!
Oh no, Enterprise is Sid ship.
Yeah. I'm like, what's happening? This is probably voiced. It's the Normandy!
It's the Normandy. Yeah, I didn't actually expect this to be like this.
Wow.
I mean, it's very Charlie.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
But... It's a bit smaller than I expected. I bid you welcome to Thomazane. Direct your attention toward its center to behold the arc over which we have long labored. As you can see, it was designed as a medium-sized craft, the better to reduce fuel consumption. Miniaturizing magics have been applied to its interior to ensure that the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great a limitation on its freight capacity. The ether burner, as you know, has been removed for further modification, but we shall reattach it soon enough. I have received word from Kokol, and several of your allies are working on it with an intense fervor. They are sure to see it done. It was by their expertise that many a prior disaster was averted. Oh, he's talking about the Garden Ironworks. They are working on it, probably, Sid and the others. If anything, I fear they will not afford us much time for speaking with Hydaelyn ere I finish. Point taken. Let us move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of our device, to treat with her is not a simple feat.
Sorry.
You scared me. I can well imagine the zeal with which they are working on the ether burner, and all I can say is that I'm glad we have something to do other than get in their way. Once it's ready, we will see to it that the ship is put to good use. To think how many generations labored for this end, and that we aim higher still. We must spare no preparation, and that means speaking with Hydaelyn, no matter the cost. If meeting Hydaelyn proves difficult even for the forum, then perhaps Oh, it's an unformed idea at this phase, I'm afraid. I will duly inform you if anything comes of it. I doubt this is what Erenville meant when he said that there remains much we do not know, but I still can't believe everything that was hidden underneath the city this entire time. It was the Elegants who first combined the mechanical and ethereal sciences into a revolutionary discipline. Given that this ship is nothing short of a technological marvel in that precise vein, elegant salvage should suit it well. It would seem enchantments most advanced have been woven into the ship's very bones. Wilfsun and Blovida were doubtless called upon for their expertise in teleportation magics. You feel it too, don't you? The ship is impressive, but it pales in comparison to the vast primordial power beneath our feet. We must learn of Hydaelyn's greater plan. We can only hope that she also knows the current location of Meteion. And we can do neither if we do not focus on whatever trial awaits us within. I have done what I can to impress upon you the gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? We make for the lift at the center of this chamber. Come.
And suddenly, several cutscenes.
Well, if it plays, then we will eat after the cutscenes. The ether here is more brilliant than I have ever seen. As a means of communing with the heart of the star, it's disappointingly mechanical in design. Am I the only one feeling terribly nervous? Surely not. I doubt there's anything worth worrying over. Not for Hydaelyn's champion, at any rate. They must employ a full cohort of engineers just to maintain the lifts. This doesn't strike me as particularly dangerous, unless one is afraid of lifts. With the ship in the way, I didn't even notice this was here. Trial? I should hope that Master Fortuno has more to share ere sending anyone stumbling into the Aetherial Sea. As you all know, alongside our physical world exists an ethereal plane, what we refer to as the Aetherial Sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal are one and the same. Thus, the deeper we go, the easier it becomes to pass between said planes. We utilize this principle in constructing the anti-tower, and once more here in Thomazane. No sooner did the Forum decide to withdraw from Eorzea than we began work on this facility. Our work culminated in a device that allowed us to peer deeper into the Aetherial Sea than ever before, in search of Hydaelyn's ever fainter echoes. The Aitiascope. And you communicate with her through this device? For a time, yes, but since the 7th Umbral Calamity, it has been rare to hear even a whisper. If you wish to reach her, you must journey closer to the center of the star than we have ever dared, beyond the Aitiascope. Even so, I make no guarantee that you will find her, nor of your safety, not so deep in the Aetherial Sea.
I sense a dungeon.
Me too. We understand, and if we are to do with this world, we have no choice but to try. I know. I only wish we could do more than observe your progress from afar. The Aitiascope's ocular lens, by which we may peer into the Aetherial Sea without placing ourselves at hazard, lies above us. Through it, we can watch and guide you. In those swirling depths, There are pockets of ether so dense and turbulent that they can unravel one's soul. If we determine that you're at risk of coming into contact with such a pocket, we will recall you with teleportation magic. To that end, it would be best if one familiar with the composition of your souls remained here to assist in assessing said risk. Otherwise, there is an increased probability that we will extract you too early or too late.
That one would be Cryle.
Cryle, probably, yeah. Please allow me. I have thought upon this much, and in truth, I do not believe that I am fit to join you in the trials ahead. The events at the Tower of Babel drained me, yes, but even before that, your capabilities far outstripped my own. This is no time to have a weak link in our vanguard, no matter how much she may wish it were otherwise. If I assist in the manner that Master Fortunal has laid out, however, I may still be of use. Will you trust in me to do so? But yeah. I can think of none I would trust more. Compared to all that effort you put into keeping us alive when our souls were in the first, preventing us from dissolving into ether on a single expedition ought to pose no challenge at all. And even if we did, I expect you would hunt us down and restore us to health somehow. You flatter me, but rest assured that I will be keeping a close eye on all of you. I know, Cryle, I know. There's one more thing. Those in ages past referred to the Aetherial Sea as the Underworld, our final resting place. In its embrace is memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one's soul, or so we believe. Yet what of these memories? Few think to ask what becomes of them, cast adrift on ethereal tides. Some theorize that they linger for some time, those associated with strong sentiment in particular. In those depths, memories of the departed may even coalesce around you for hatred or for love. Thus do I caution you to be wary, but also to have faith. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you, that they may lift you up once more. I'm looking worried, like I killed so many people. I hope to guide you via Link Pearl while you're inside, but given the density of the ether, I'm not sure how long the connection will hold. Even if you can't hear me, however, be assured that I'm watching over you. Maybe our enemies are down there, but if we have beaten them once, we can beat them again. I'm more concerned about our meeting with Hydaelyn. We may find our truth, but what if... No, I would rather not to think on it. Let us move on. I can't take Alphino!
You can't take Alpha no because healer.
Oh no!
No. We can get a Stygian, Alizé.
But I don't want to separate the twins! We have always tried to do the right thing, but we have not always been kind nor merciful. I should not be surprised if some few harbored resentment for us as they passed on. We must face these truths and meet them as they come. I now understand why these facilities are so heavily guarded. If it fell into the wrong hands, the wisdom of Hydaelyn could be dangerous. It's true. However, that danger is not compared to what would result should the common folk en masse venture into the Aetherial Sea unprepared, which they most certainly would if they thought it would allow them to speak to the dead. Once that secret got out, no rational argument could dissuade people from wanting to see their loved ones, no matter how ephemeral the meeting. If some part of them remains in the Aetherial Sea, do you think? Forgive me. That's not what we are here. Oh, you want to see Minfilia, don't you? Forgive me, that's not why we are here. And no matter what happens, she will always be with us. With Reen, most of all. She would tell us to live for the here and now. To do what must be done. And we will. I cannot help but think of those who were transformed into beasts. Their ether dissolved into nothingness. Their souls forever lost. Yet I dare say Fandaniel still wanders the Aetherial Sea, as the ancients do gave rise to Zodiac, setting in motion so many cataclysmic events. We didn't think of this. Emmet is there.
But it's there, yes.
If there is a justice or morality at work that governs our fates, I do not know it. Nor do I think any man ever will.
But Emmett is there, yes, but he has regained his memory.
Yep, because when you die and turn to the Aetherial Sea, first of all, you get untempered, if you're tempered, and then you gain your memories. If Hydaelyn be unwilling or unable to divulge Meteion's location, I shall see our comrades delivered to the moon, one and all. I pray, however, that this eventuality doth not come to pass. When even a sliver of hope remaineth, we must needs fight on. I have seen more than enough death in my time, friends, enemies, far too many to count. Once revenge was all I lived for, all that hate, all that anger. What good did it do? None, that's what. Way I see it, there is no point living for the past. It's the present that needs protecting. So... No, Tankard, you're not coming. Raha Alizaya Nishtola. Oh, wow. Such a pretty place. I love it. Let's go.
All seems in order with the lens, and I trust you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear it, Kyle. What are those? Oh.
Those things are pure malcontent. The residue of lives unfulfilled.
Oh. Oh. Wow. Those things make weird sounds.
Now I need to catch up with you.
Oh, you will. I'm the healer after all. Have your shield.
Oh my goodness.
My love. Yeah, it is. Look outside, by the way.
Yeah, I looked down.
Yeah. Those fractured crystals look like the chains around Nymphilia for the Heavensward patch artwork. Oh, the first boss is here. That is the boss. Okay. Ilberd? You must be joking. Oh, if Alfino was here, perhaps he would say something. What do we need to do here? Is that Tipsimati? It is. Do I need to click on it? Scions memory. I have no idea. Papalimo! Oh! Oh! And to the first boss. I have no idea what they do, but... Livia! You are joking! You cannot take this from me. Never will I surrender my devotion, my love. Guys is my friend, you know. Let's see. Frustration. Is that an AoE or... Probably an AoE. Indeed. Oh, a very harsh AoE at that. Climbed. Okay. Y'shtola, why are you standing there? I wonder. Oh! Okay. I need to check that ability more. The ones that are going lighty don't stand in their way. Alright. Those things will come back, I suppose. So we stay in our positions. Yes, yes indeed. My lord, Gaius, he is my friend. Well, that was harrowing.
Ether, it will guide you.
Oh, okay.
The ether is too dense. I'm losing you.
Oh, this is what we saw in the launch trailer. In a rush of familiar affection, the memory of valiant Archon takes form. Oh, that was Moonbreeder! Hello? Oh no! Oh no, this is Hoshifon. Oof. He buffed us. Who are you going to be? Ritatin? Oh no. We are going to die.
We're dead.
Wouldn't it be funny if they actually made him very hard? As my life belonged to the Empire, in death I shall serve, clinging to his orders even beyond death. Okay, don't stand. Y'shtola, why are you standing there? Seriously, Y'shtola, I know you can't see, but come on. Okay, what's this? Rexilatio. To the sides, okay. Whatever am I going to do? Guys, what are we doing? Ah, I see. So which one is going to be destroyed first and then get to its position? Got it. Shrapnel shell. What? Okay, that will follow something.
Hold still.
Whoa, 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 whoa. So when they go to a corner, go to a different corner. Okay. So which one is going off first? Oh, you're going to do the shell thingy again. Where is it going? Okay, I think we need to go to this one. Yes. Yes, indeed. Lord Van Bazar, again, I fail you. Alright, to the other side, I suppose. Can I click on this? Oh, I need to walk through. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is happening? Who is this? This is friendly. Alize, be careful with your displacement, please. We are not in a very, very nice place. I don't want you to fall down. Who is that light? All the lights have been someone. This one is opening the way. Oh, Minfilia! Our thanks, Minfilia, for being our guide. Oh, if Thancred was here, I wonder what he would say.
So headstrong, stubborn to the last. But this is as far as you go.
Oh, Ammon! I would know that hat anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Braha, take the aggro from
Many
me.
faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far.
What the hell is this? Okay, you're getting up. And... oh, don't stand there, basically. Aha. Okay, good to know.
Let the curtains rise for the
Curtain
main
call.
attraction.
What's happening? Oh, Shiva is coming. What? Yizal is protecting us? Can I cry?
Moorish audience you are.
Did I do it before you did?
Lies. All lies. Your dreams, your hopes, your futures, delusions and lies.
Stop it. Don't go anywhere. Mom, are you here? Seriously?
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
Leave this to her.
Come
come to deal the coup de grace?
No.
Good. Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
I will go with Meteion. Let's see what he says.
How would you know that name?
What do you mean, how would you know that name? Of course I do. I went to the past, I saw you.
Then it was you. In Elpis. With Emmet-Selk. The final pieces fall into place. In my halcyon days, as the mortal Ammon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul. Death failed to expunge them. No matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next. I wonder, is Emmet-Selk adrift somewhere in this Aetherial Sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amarok in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly. But make no mistake. My life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end. I have lived. I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth. I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall. To become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death.
Why is this music playing?
So I ask you, why live at all? We betray, we torment, we murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception. If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery? Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand. It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just.
Death is the only solution!
That is my truth. My answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end? Was this the only way? After all these years. Is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. And damned. Still clinging to existence, I see.
What the?
You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I.
What
We
the?
prisoners to Meteion, watching as the world turns. Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
Is that Arcee?
How very astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you.
Shut up, you asshole.
Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall, and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist.
You took my body, you bastard, kind of moment, I suppose.
But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos. I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance.
What?
Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus. Even should you be reborn, your desperate search for answers must start again.
I think I might choose the last one.
I am going last.
Yeah.
Even here, even now, you have every right to hate me. For the fool I was, for the monster I became. But I will not beg forgiveness. The tale of Hermes, the man who knew so much, yet understood so little, ends here.
What are we doing with Asahi?
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Oh, he's going as well.
Likewise. I pray we do not meet again.
Oh my Alfino, you savage.
You had better hope not.
Is this time to talk to Mom?
Come. Hydaelyn is waiting.
Hi, Mom.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
Oh, wow. Aren't you pretty?
I see. Thou didst journey unto Elpis.
Oh, yes, I did.
And now, the rivers of time converge. I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days. But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteion, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute. Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you naught. Meteion hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said once.
Oh.
After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear. I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless? That our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Aetherius, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteion reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being, and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength, and purpose, and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong. Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light. For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure. As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse.
Oh.
And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope. For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high. Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy.
Oh no. What do you mean, prove yourselves worthy?
Hark!
Are you serious, Hydaelyn?
Nigh impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance. As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey. You must leave this star and never return. Prepare yourselves.
Prove ourselves worthy, eh? Sounds straightforward enough.
Estinian, don't... What are you doing?
Aye. No room for confusion there.
In any case, we've come too far to back down now.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day. Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
Oh, wait, what? I can take the Scions with me?
I, the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth.
Why do I have a feeling that I will die quite a few times here? Why do I have that feeling? Okay, guys, all of you. Take the aggro from me, Thancred.
Strength of will to alter man's fate.
Wow, this is a rather small area. Dawn Mental, what is that?
Near or far.
Ow! Oh, Mom, that hurt! Okay, Dawn Mental again.
Hold still.
Light unyielding.
Ow! You survive the attack by virtue of your strength of will, you say. Wait, what? Why are we going to the sides?
By blade.
Oh! Oh, I need to watch more carefully. I need to learn this. I need to learn this. Okay. So it is the
By blade.
plus thing, alright. When it's blue, it's the plus thing. When it's green, stay
Crystals
away.
of light. To me.
Huh? Oh, wait. They are my crystals, Mom! We really shouldn't let her get to 100% of conviction, you know.
Darkness.
Yes, we really shouldn't.
Yes, yet for some reason, my dear ranged people are not attacking when they're... Now this will be a huge AoE, I
My
suppose.
children, and never look back.
Brace yourselves. Yeah, I'm bracing myself. How much damage will you do, Mom? Not much. Good. Oh my goodness, Alice, you're making me
By crystal's light.
can someone not stand on me? Alphino, what are you doing, child?
Note to self, don't use displacement here.
Oh, did you kill yourself?
Yes.
Oh no. Radiant Halo. Ow. Mom! You really don't have any mercy. What is that? Oh, stand together, guys, and don't move anywhere. This is that kind of spell. How many times are you going to... Oh, waves. Oh, waves of light? Are you serious? Guys, wait, why did you go through the wave of light exactly? What was in your mind? Almost done, 1%. Come on. Come on. Yes. Did I prove myself to you, Mom?
At last, man has the strength to...
Mom? Was this really wise of you to do this? I mean, you don't really have too much power anyway. Mom, are you okay?
No, this can't be happening.
What? Did we actually... What?
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment.
You don't mean...
It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled, to deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of Dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. When confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations, surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you.
What?
This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars. Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of Dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
Oh?
Of course.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized. They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mothercrystal, our final hope. Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope. I have a gift for thee. Come closer.
What?
Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned. Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire. As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift. Thou dost possess the Crystal of Azum, yes?
Yes, I have it.
As Hydaelyn, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, or it will not last indefinitely. As thou hast seen on thy journey through the Aetherial Sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance. It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azum's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer. With that, my work is finished.
Mom!
Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over. Of this, I have no doubt. For yours is a light brilliant beyond measure. Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth, my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.
I don't feel good. This... Okay, time to talk to everyone. A bit small for a welcoming party, but I have never been one for crowds. Really, Estelin, that's the only thing you're going to say? It's fortunate that Fortunal had kept Livingway apprised of our progress. We require the Loporrits' aid more than ever. If Dynamis is ruled by emotion, perhaps prayer has more tangible results than I suspected, albeit ones that are not always obvious to us. In which case, we may hope that Hydaelyn's wishes continue to move the hearts of men as they set forth time and time again. Far be it from me to refuse Hydaelyn's own words. Yet even if her actions were neither kind nor just, we can yet give them a nobler meaning. We can make her faith the salvation of mankind. She and Hydaelyn were two of a kind, weren't they? Full of love for the star and its people, always holding to hope for our future. She has given us all she can. We must share what we know with Father and the Loporrits at once, that it not go to waste. I will keep Hydaelyn's words in my heart, as talisman and lodestone both. Thank goodness! I never would have forgiven myself had any of you come to harm. Alia, did you meet Hydaelyn? Pray tell, how is she? About that. I can't tell you, Living Way, not right now. I'm glad to see you well. Though we could roughly place your souls deep as you went, we could neither see nor hear you. The fluctuations in your ether near the end gave me quite a fright. What in the world happened? How to say it to you, Kryl? I hope nobody will try to kill me for this. You mean to say Hydaelyn is... No, there is no time to feel our feelings. We must carry out Hydaelyn's will without delay. We'll find Meteion, if it's the last thing we do. If you wouldn't mind handing over the crystal, that is. The fancy navigatory one. Oh, take it. To the edge of the universe, where congregates the despair of countless stars. You're determined to see this through? We are. Should words fail us, we will fight to the bitter end. I know that it pains you to accept this, would that I need ask nothing more of you. Yet, we have only two means to travel the great expanse. The moon, and Sharlayan's Ark. I'm all too aware that without both of them, there will be no exodus. But I nevertheless beg you to honor the agreement we made. The Forum's decision will be honored. You have earned the right to use the ship as you fit, and I could not rescind even if I wanted to. As it happens, I do not, and would do all within my power to aid your cause. You go, Dad. Finally. With that settled, might I suggest you rest a while? Proving oneself to Hydaelyn is never easy, and despite our unparalleled genius, we'll need a day to make the necessary calculations. You may as well take advantage of it. You can chart a course through the Sea of Stars in a single day? You gods! It'd take a little bit too long for them to do that. Shall we head above ground for some fresh air then, and perhaps a nap? Aha! I've been expecting you! I heard about your foray into the Aetherial Sea. The students have ventured far and wide, but never quite so deep as that. Are you experiencing any after effects from your prolonged exposure? Nausea? Dizziness? Hauntings? Well, have a pleasant sleep. And if you do experience any unusual phenomena, please let me know. I shall add it to our records. Let's go. I sense cutscenes coming. Oh, I'm sleeping. In that outfit. What is that I'm hearing?
There you are.
Excuse me?
Some time, indeed, yes. For you, at least.
Isn't this Hydaelyn?
Believe me, I'd meant to get some proper sleep. But here we are, drifting along instead. Well, well, you too. And so we remain, to watch and wonder. Yes, indeed. To begin, we first must see the end.
That was a weird dream, or was it even a dream? I don't think that was a dream. Alia, I trust you have had a good rest. An envoy of Master Farsionals arrived not long ago with a message. The Loporrits have determined Meteion's location. We have been asked to gather at the Rostra. I'll meet you there, along with the others. Oh, everyone is here. Need to talk. Need to talk. What took you so long? We have much to discuss and scant time to do it. Gods, I can hardly believe the Loporrits managed to find Meteion out there, hidden among the stars. The sheer distances involved are mind-boggling. Before coming, I thought to inquire after our comrades abroad. It seems that the effects of the final days have been observed further and further north of Garlemald. For a blessing, those regions are largely uninhabited, but in any event, we mustn't misinterpret this as a geographical spread. There is no telling where in the world the phenomenon will strike next, unfortunately. While the Forum is not here in its entirety to brood and glare at us, Master Barney's presence alone is enough to put me on edge. Oh. Not feeling any ill effects after the Aitiascope, are you? After playing test subject for those new Aetherites, even the mention of Aether's sickness makes me feel a little queasy. Hydaelyn, the heart of the star, is gone, and yet on the morrow the sun will rise and life will go on. When I look upon Sharlayan and its idyllic surrounds, there are moments when her absence feels unreal, as do the final days. Would that it were so. I fear our recent travails within Labyrinthos and the Aetherial Sea have taken their toll on my mind. For last night I received a visitor in my dreams, Moonbreeda. A vision not of the woman she was, nay, but the woman she would have become. Since the final days first manifested, we have been tested as never before, even more so in your case. Nevertheless, our work is far from over. We cannot afford to falter now, not when the end is in sight. How did you sleep? Well, I should hope. It's likely the last opportunity. We will have to take a proper rest for quite some time. I probably could have done with a few more winks myself. You didn't sleep. What did Beklag and Lina tell you? Do not overexert yourself. Why did you not sleep properly? Seriously, Raha. The thought of what's to come was keeping me awake, you see. So I thought to do a bit of research, hoping I might eventually feel wary enough to doze off. Why did you put your invitation in front of my cat boy's face?
Oh, sorry.
But before I realized, it was already morning. No need to scold me, I already regret it, and will probably only feel that regret more keenly as the day wears on. If you would know the reason for this assembly, you had better ask Master Leveilleur. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you know, the Loporrits have deduced the whereabouts of Meteion by means of a crystal bequeathed to us by Hydaelyn herself. Your quarry's location is a place far beyond the moon, in the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, at the edge of creation. Indeed. How then are we to reach it? An excellent question. Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion systems, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultima Thule, but the myriad other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel through the Sea of Stars. Even the Mothercrystal may not possess ether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our hyper hopper into your ether burner, hyper hopper, really?
Because it's funny.
We should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the end of universe in no time. Father, does this mean... Bear in mind, this decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Loporrits' proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit the Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate to the moon and to resettle on another star. Needless to say, the proposition invited fierce debate. In the end, however, the Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Hydaelyn believed you possessed of the strength needed to overcome this crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Hydaelyn's own making. Therefore, if in the 11th hour she would proffer another means by which we may seek salvation, we would be fools to dismiss it out of hand. Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of this star. That is why we have chosen to place our faith in Hydaelyn, in you. The Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. What of all the people that have labored so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be furious. I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Galakias. Nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of adamantite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest. Quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Are the Loporrits too willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening when we said we were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetherius and his people? If it means your survival, we would do anything to help.
Aww.
And you will most certainly have need of our expertise where you are going. There is no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life, an otherwise vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Hydaelyn chose us to lead the way to Meteion. Why else would she give you a crystal only we can decipher? But more importantly, we were perfectly content to evacuate Aetherius until you brought us here, Urianger. And now we're enamored with the place, so what choice do we have but to save it? Of course, none of this is possible without you and the Scions. So I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? Why are you all turning to me? Of course I am certain.
I'm going for the third one.
I think so.
It's a staple.
Yeah. Well, we have come this far. We did. We did.
Yeah.
My face. Very well. We shall inform the Forum of your decision and begin preparations to bolster the Ark with the hyper hopper. The Loporrits will coordinate with the Ilzabard contingent to have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. For now, pray take your ease. It would seem there is naught to do but rest and prepare. Shall we? Yes.
Are we going back to sleep?
Oh, everyone is here. Ahem, Estinian. They bid us rest, but I would much rather find something productive to do. I suppose now is as good a time as any to hone my lance. Not that I have ever found it to be dull, still it eases my mind on the eve of battle. The Forum hath placed the fate of mankind in our hands. We must not betray their faith. I should very much like to speak with the Loporrits once their work is complete. It's plain Hydaelyn has entrusted them with a great deal of knowledge, and I suspect there is more they could teach us. A rare opportunity to rest, I say we make the most of it. In all honesty, I didn't think the Forum would approve this measure, and certainly not by such a large margin. I dare say, though, that Master Fortunal's impassioned recounting of your audience with Hydaelyn helped sway the vote. He has a way with words, after all. Where did you think Alphinaud got it from? Yeah. I wasn't expecting to have time in our hands. What should we do? I don't know. Go eat again? Perhaps now I can finish that book I was reading. No, go to sleep! What? Oh, pay me no mind. I'm sure you have better things to do with the time afforded us. Ere we depart, we must leave nothing undone. Quiet. Though it's difficult to conceive of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where Dynamis governs all. Nevertheless, Hydaelyn deemed us worthy of the trials that await. For lack of any other feasible options at this late stage, let us trust in her judgment and face Meteion as we are. Which leaves the not-so-small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and Tataru. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. We will be praying for your safe return. Mayhap it will affect the Dynamis for the better. With that settled, we should get some rest and make the most of the time we have been afforded. What, Tataru? The meeting is over, is it? You were in there for so long, I started to worry. What did they have to say? Oh, they are okay with us going to the edge of the universe. You know? The edge of creation. I see. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return, and you will return. Yes, Tataru. Actually, Alia, could I borrow you for a moment? Looks like your plans for the interim are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back at the Baldessine Annex, alright?
She prepare new clothing.
Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Anything is possible with Tataru.
That would be very Tataru.
Come with me to the Agora. I have something to show you. Okay? Welcome, Alia, to Taru's boutique. What? I've always done my best to provide the Scions with fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I make an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one could ask for. Not that I'm playing favorites, but you are the warrior of light. Faced with this unprecedented crisis, I knew you would need an ensemble unlike anything I've created before, and that I wouldn't be able to do it alone. And so, after enlisting the aid of the world's finest artisans, I finally completed my career... What?
Career-defining.
Yes, that's what I'm like. What career-defining masterpiece? But then inspiration struck, and I saw a golden opportunity just begging to be seized. With the help of some Thernarian refugees, I decided to set up shop here in Sharlayan. Of course, I would never charge you for any of our works. Perish the thought. Oh, well, Sharud, how are things coming along? Everything is on order, Mr. Tataru. We'll be ready to open shortly. Which is why I brought you here, to be our very first patron. Would you mind waiting here a moment longer? Alright, Tataru, if you want to. The following event cannot be skipped. I did not expect to find you here. What? Who? Oh, hello. Hi, Ritra. I imagine Nidana would also wish to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our dragon scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the ether burner. This simulacrum, too, will stay in Sharlayan, while I oversee matters in Radzat-Han. It's a rather convenient means to keep abreast of developments pertaining to the final days or anything else. It also allows me, after a fashion, to watch over my people in this distant land. Marshan, I was hoping you'd stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me here at the boutique. Please, it is I who should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have blessed them with newfound purpose, and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, when they at least return home to Radzat-Han, the experience and knowledge they have gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the artistry and commerce of our land. In fact, I came here to see how your new employees are settling in, and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It's an opportunity for me as well, believe you me. Your artisans have taught me so much about Thanarian craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. I can't wait to see what kind of wonders we come up with. I pray you every success in your endeavors, Mr. Stataru. Before coming here, I heard word of the forum's decision, of what will soon be attempted. It was only then that I finally understood why my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. In the boundless dark, the light of brimming life must have been blinding in its splendor. You journey onto the heavens to protect that light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail, and restore peace and tranquility to this star. I should like to visit Radzat-Han. And we should be honored to receive you. There's still much of Radzat-Han you have yet to see. I'm nodding. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Fare you well, and remember, the people of the star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you.
No one. We were turning our heads like that forever.
Where must I go to get a meal with some flavor in this wasteland of taste? Uh oh, who that? Elaine? Oh no.
Old girl, old girl.
The music changed. Oh. Alia, old girl! Of course he was going to say old girl.
Of course he was.
My, whatever are you doing here? A new boutique, you say? I had been meaning to expand my wardrobe. Yes, something with a little more flair, perhaps, befitting a man of my station. Though I have nowhere to flaunt said raiments so long as my confinement continues indefinitely. I, the young Lord Fortom, insist that, so long as there is work to be done, no matter how trivial, I must abide here in Sharlayan. Oh, so Artoriel is saying that you should stay here. Okay.
I don't know if it's for the Malian's safety or Artoriel's, sanity.
Probably the latter. Thus do I toil, though every fiber of my being rails against it. Why, I have even suffered the company of that brute Sicard to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. Yet he was the one granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. So I suffer instead for his otherwise welcome absence, now burdened with extra busy work. And without Honorat here, there is no one to prepare my meals. Seriously, go prepare it yourself. I came here in the hopes of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. Alas, the Sharlayan delicacies I've sampled were lacking in every respect. Oh, there is one. Have you tried Archon Loaf? You can find it in all the shops. Or, if a hearty meal is what you are after, I'd suggest The Last Stand. I am going to say the first one. Yeah, it's time for me to make fun of Elaine. Archon Loaf? It sounds sophisticated, like me. I thank you for your suggestion. With a full belly, I dare say I can endure this purgatory, if only a while longer. Ta-ta, old girl!
This is for calling us old girl.
Revenge!
Justice!
Yes. Well, well, is that Alia and Tataru I spy? Oh, Hancock, hi! Hancock, what are you still doing here? You said you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan. After all, any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is well beyond my purview. But what manner of entrepreneur would squander an opportunity to study the markets of the northern seas? Worry not, I will return straightway to Kugane once I have finished. Of course you would find a way to turn this crisis to your advantage. She wounds me, the industrious woman running a new boutique. I'm not blind to the travails of those who fight on the front lines to deliver us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence they will succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devoutly, then why not put your money where your mouth is? Fair enough, Tataru, fair enough. There is not more I can do to help ready the Ark and her heroes for their maiden voyage. But on your return, I shall host a grand celebration in your honor at the Bocairo Inn. Accommodations are quite costly, given the reputation of said establishment, but the East Aldenar Trading Company would be honored to foot the bill. Are you sure? Would Lolorito be happy about this? I appreciate the gesture, but no thank you. Will there be lemon cakes? Ah, a woman of tart tastes, I see. Yes, there will be lemon cakes and much, much more. The finest delicacies the world and Lord Lolorito have to offer. Oh, Tataru is not happy. But let us speak more of this upon your return, lest I draw even more of Tataru's ire. Until next we meet. Bye-bye, Hancock. Ah, Alia! Decided to spend your time at the markets, did you?
Oh.
Hi, guys! Hi! Where's Sid? Where's Nero? Where's Alpha? Tataru! Oh no, it's so Tataru. When are you going to tell her your feelings exactly, Veg? Thanks, Veg! I take it work on the Ark proceeds apace? Aye, it does indeed. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Sharlayan and Ratzathan has been a rewarding experience, and that's to say nothing of what we have learned from the Loporrits. The Ark is unlike anything we have ever had the pleasure to work on. Even Nero was rendered speechless on more than one occasion. I don't believe that. Nero, speechless. Okay. I can't wait for you to see it. And you will never guess who paid us a visit before we came to Sharlayan. Alpha! I think he sensed the coming danger and returned to check on us. Yeah, where is he? He was here. He was always one to turn up in a time of need, and I suppose that's why he decided to join us here in Sharlayan. Good thing too. I don't know how he does it, but he has a knack for brightening your day just by being there. I don't know, maybe because he's fluffy and yellow and has a very cute face. It's still hard to believe we have the means to send you off into the great expanse, though. The farthest known reaches of, well, everything. I never thought I'd live to see such marvels, yet here I am. More often than not, you and the Scions are the catalyst that sparks the need for these great innovations. To think how much I would have missed out on had I not been a member of the Ironworks. An awful lot of work, to be fair. And the privilege of being worked like a cart chocobo. Aww. There is that too. As busy as we've been, I wish there was more we could do for you, Alia. But no matter what happens, we have to keep believing for a brighter future. That we do, my friend. That we do. When you head back, would you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with refreshments? That's very kind of you, Totaro. They'll be glad to hear it. And on that note, Wedge and I should get going. Still a few more supplies together before we return. Bye, guys! Wedge, stop staring at Totaro. Wedge? Are you going to tell her something? No. Aww!
Nope.
Terribly sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you please. Right. I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. This is Varsharut from Palaka's stand. Haven't we met before? Yeah, we saw her before.
She was the calm one.
Yeah. Ah yes, it was you who helped us at Prussia. And again, when crossing the ice fields, was it not? I doubt we exchanged little more than glances then, but it's kind of you to remember me. Thanks to Mr. Totaro, I and many of my friends have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It's only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity. In such times, we must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whether we will come to call this place home or return to Thavnair, but we are here today and are glad to have contributed to the cause. And contribute they did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them, and I have every confidence they will keep you safe in the battle to come. Ah, thank you, Totaro. Gods, to think how far we have come since our humble beginnings at the Waking Sands. From the rising stalls to the falling snows, and even a certain insufferable someone's Ruby Bazaar, we were always fortunate to find friends along the way. Even when you were swept away to the first, Rahatia was there to grant you sanctuary. I will never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Yours has been a long, long journey, and I have been privileged to watch, often with bated breath, as you persevered, time and again. For all the joy we have shared, there's been much sorrow as well, but I have long since learned you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promised to send you off to the Sea of Stars with a smile. And you can be certain I'll be the first one to welcome you back on your return. Thank you, Totaro. I love Totaro. In addition to your new ensemble, we have raiments and weaponry for every need. So please, feel free to browse our stock. Okay, what are you going to give me? Job-specific gear! I realize you've still got lots to do before you depart, so I won't keep you any longer. I do hope you can find a moment for yourself, and that the others can as well. They said they were returning to Baldacin Annex, though I doubt they stayed for long. If you decide to go looking for them, I suggest speaking with Kryle first. I'm sure they would have told her their plans. Yeah, I want to... Can I please spend some time with... all of the Scions? Okay, Kryle, where are the other Scions? You're back! I take it you received your gift from Totaro? Yes. Oh, you knew about the gift! It was a surprise long in the making, with many, many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it realized, and with great success. If you're looking for the others, though, they have already taken their leave. Y'shtola, Thancred, and Urianger have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alize and Grohatia, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over books at Numenor. As for Alphino and Estinian, well, they have elected to pay a visit to the Levea estate, though Estinian seemed somewhat reluctant to go. I'm sure they would all be glad for your company if you have a mind to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I'd suggest heading to the last stand before Ishtola and the others finish eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into battle a fatigued mess. So do remember to get a good night's sleep. Alia, come to make our trio quartet, have you? Please, have a seat, and we'll see about getting you a drink. Oh, thank you. What are you drinking?
Your business with Chitauri was finished.
Are you drinking wine? Yes, it is finished. Ishtola, thanks for asking. He gave me new clothes.
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
I have no idea.
Indeed.
Be broke.
And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule.
Thule?
Where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Are you thinking of rain? You have nothing left to prove. Not to Reen, nor Minfilia. Nah. We'll get through this together. Just make sure you bring enough ammunition. I think I might actually choose that one.
Oh, ye of little faith. I know better than to leave home without ample supplies, thank you very much. Didn't pick up the gunblade yesterday. But to think I used to prefer fighting from the shadows. Gods, I really have changed.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though. In uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
Why are you saying that, Lola?
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after.
Oh, don't you dare put flags on you, Tancred. You know, red ones.
But even if my time as a Scion came to an end, I don't expect that much would change. traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to effect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear. What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds. 'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
I don't know.
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Ah, don't worry about it.
Well, shall we make a toast? To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
Am I going to say something? Why am I not saying anything? Oh, my friends. I love them. You can always count on your friends to help you maintain perspective. A pity mine take a perverse pleasure in it. I'd like to think I give as good as I get, though I would fare better with the occasional assist from our consummate mother. Oh, you mean me? Oh, but it's all in good fun, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I say, Alia, once came this... Oh, you drank so much you're hicking! Simulacrum that standeth beside thee. Oh no, you're seeing...
Double.
Double! I see falsely, but Ishtola and Thancred, but moments ago, employed the self-same doubling magic. Alright then, keep thy secrets. Oh no, Urianger, you drank too much. Leaving so soon, I suppose it's for the best. If you'd rather not explore the bottom of a bottle with Urianger. I dare say the others would welcome your company as well, if you can find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then that's all that matters.
Oh. What brings you here?
I have come to visit you. I'm doing the rounds.
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Oh, come on, Estinian.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink.
Oh, you already did that, so...
The thought of fleeing crossed my mind. But what then? I'd never hear the end of it. Least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress.
Oh, Estinian, don't you dare make him sad.
It's just... It was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today.
Oh, this is where you say that sentence. Ah.
After all, tomorrow is never promised.
Hey, Alfno.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
And just as he got sentimental.
Wait!
What?
Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
You're going to make Estinian cry, come on.
Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
I suppose I ought to thank you both as well. You were never one to forsake a friend, Alfno. I'll be counting on you. Now I'm going to say the first one. I want to thank them both for being great friends.
Well, we needn't make it a competition. You know, this must be what Hydaelyn meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
Come, son. A few of our comrades decided to remain a while in Charlene after making their deliveries. Did you happen to pass any on your way here? Estinian? All that remains is to return to the annex and give my armor one last polish. I expect Alfno has maintenance to carry out on those floating things of his too. Newlits, Estinian, Newlits. Guys, wake up!
Guys, the book late fees will kill you.
Aw. I will just sit here with my friends. Kyle?
Oh.
Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world.
I found it. He's literally sitting right next to me.
There is so much that life has to offer. So much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
This feels familiar.
Don't stay.
Well, 'tis good to be...
Did I say it's good to see you awake? Because he said it's good to be.
What are you... What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
You did. You both did.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Alize?
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
Yeah, okay.
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
I was trying to spend time with you.
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
It's a secret. Just enjoying a little peace and quiet. Nothing in particular. Oh, I'm going to say it's a secret. That's enough reading for one day. As we don't know how long we'll be away, I'd best return these books before we depart. And eat. I'm absolutely famished. What about you? I already ate. I see. Perhaps I'll stop at the last stand on my way back. Alize is probably going to tear another one. Gods, I didn't realize I was so tired. One moment I was resting my eyes and the next... I should go and get some air. Maybe a quick boot of training. But not sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Oh my goodness. Kryl? If nothing else, these two seem to be in good spirits. Still, I'll see them back to the annex for some proper rest, even if I have to drag them by the ears. Welcome back, Alia. Return to catch a final few winks before embarking on your mission, I presume. You'll be happy to know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoy the sweetest dreams on this final night before the big day. Yes, retire, please. That night, at the Royal Menagerie of Alamigo. No, what? Why the Royal Menagerie?
Why indeed?
Oh, what? Dinos? Is that you? Yes, of course it's you.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly.
Oh, he remembers Alizazel.
In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you? And what was it that you sought in me?
I was definitely not seeking anything in you. I just wanted to kill you, Dinos. Did no one explain to this guy that this is not what making love is? No.
Oh.
The day of reckoning. What? Oof. Hi, guys. Why is it so silent?
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments. From the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready.
Here we go.
The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel. They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule.
Oh my.
I am not shaking at all. My hands are not shaking.
Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteion. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether.
Simply avert doom.
Simply.
Simply.
Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Oh, Toru.
Wait! Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here. Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
You too, Tataru.